Hello, I'm Gloria, and here's Gary, and we're the heroes. We're here to talk about our business and how we started, and how we even moved to South Carolina, which would be, I think it was around 2000. We moved here, and when we came before we came to Columbia. We came to we were living in Sumter, South Carolina, with my parents, and the jobs were really scarce, and they really didn't pay anything. And plus, we were having a hard time finding jobs. Now, I did find a job at Kmart. You know, Kmart don't pay much, and
It took me a while to find a job. I had to go all the way to Columbia, South Carolina. That's about an hour. Driving the road was about an hour and 15 minutes, but if you're driving on the highway, it's about an hour. Um, Back then, we had no GPSs and stuff, so I had to use a map in order to get to work to find my way from Sumter to Columbia. So I drove the streets until I learned to drive the highway. So it took about an hour and 15 minutes when I first got hired at, no, it was Juvenile Justice, Department of Juvenile Justice, prison for the kids. So that was the first job I had got when I moved down here to South Carolina, which was an hour away from which we lived.
now we do live now in Columbia, South Carolina. And the thing is, jobs were more ready here, and you can make more. It was more people. It wasn't as country. It was more city like, not city, but more city like. In the school system, it was okay and everything. So now about the job, finding a job, starting the business. It was hard, tedious, hard work, but we did it. We started out. Gary started out making the flyers, and plus, let me say this before we start. The job became an idea in the car. Okay, it became an idea in the car, and then we came home and sat around a table with our two little boys. I think they were like 8. Jaren was 8 and Jeremiah was 5. We were like, what can we do? What can we start out with? What job can we do for a business? How can we start a business? And we only had a couple of dollars. It's not like we had money. When I say dollars, I mean dollars. That's all we had. And so we came up with the cleaning business. So the next thing you know we was trying to figure out what we're gonna name the business. So we were toiling with that, the name. And Gary came up with the name, and the kids and I, we liked it, so we went with that.
And which was that's apostrophe, that's WE apostrophe LL, Will Handley Cleaning Service. That's the name we voted on. It wasn't just me and Gloria. We had the boys in it on it too, so we
Yes.
was voting. It was like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yes.
So we had went with that. So we printed that. We started passing out flyers. We started off doing at least 200 a day. But then when we noticed calls start coming in, actually the first day we got home from passing out flyers, we received a call. And I think that next day we got 2 calls. So, we knew it was working, so we put out more flyers. So we was actually doing 500 flyers a day, and that was Monday through Saturday. Sunday was always a church day for us, so, back then.
Yes, it wasn't internet like it is now, so we really had to
no
do
internet.
everything manually, like on the computer, of course, but like even copying the flyers that we print out, we would just go to Staples or something, and copy, and just take the car like we were doing delivering mail, just throwing them in each slot, throwing them in. Sometimes it would take,
Paper
we would
slot.
stay out, right, 3 hours at a time,
4,
and
5.
4 and 5, like Gary said, and
Spend
just
the whole day.
spend the whole day.
Yeah.
He's right. Spend the whole day. Sometimes we wouldn't come home till the kids were getting out of school.
Yeah.
But that's how we made it work. That's how we made it work.
We wasn't working then, so we really spent the whole day just passing out flyers, and it worked. Like I said, calls start rolling in. We was getting 4 to 5, maybe 7 calls on a good day. A day. Even weekends,
day.
people was calling.
Didn't
So,
know what we was doing.
No. But we did have help from one of the. His name was Carlos, and his wife at the time was running a cleaning service down in, I think, in Myrtle Beach, or she branched out in Myrtle Beach. So she helped out a lot, because when the first customer called, I think she lived in like a 7,500 square foot house. We was lost. We didn't know what to charge.
Know what to try. I
So
still
we
remember
actually
that too.
kind of told the customer we'd get back to her. So we called Tangela, that was her name. We called her up, and we was, thinking about a price, so we gave her what we thought might be what might be worth, and she was like, "No, don't you do it for that." So, like I said, we went into it blind. We didn't know what we was doing, so she helped out a lot. So, actually, that customer, once we gave her a price, she wasn't trying to hear it, but she lived in a big house.
It was a big house,
So,
a really big
yeah, it was
house.
a big house. So I don't know when I can't even remember the first actual house we did. Do you remember?
You know, I think some of the first ones, I believe we went to Sumter. You remember?
Yeah.
We went to Sumter, and this was a big house too, but they were very nice. They were very nice. I think we cleaned for them one time. They were moving out. It took us 8 hours, y'all.
8 hours.
8 hours. 8 hours. Big house. Was tired as heck. Tired as heck. But you know, we did a good job and we made good money. So we just kept going from then. We just kept going from then.
Matter of fact, that customer had moved to Charleston. She had moved to Charleston. So it was a nice lady and her husband. I don't think they had children. It was them and her husband.
At least we didn't meet any.
No,
If they had children,
no,
we
they
didn't
had
meet any.
So
We
they had
didn't
moved
see
down
any
to
pictures.
Charleston. And we did another one in Sumter off of, we was right there the other day. That's not the Summit. It's another area, which was a nice size house too. But like she said, I think a couple of houses that we did at first was from the Sumter area. But down through the years, we ended up moving to Columbia. It's a more populated area. And basically, we got majority of our customers came from the Chapin, Irmo, Columbia. We had a few in Lexington, West Columbia, but now we're really based in. We do a couple in Charlotte. We do a couple in Augusta, and most of our cleaning customers right now is still in the Columbia, Irmo area. The reason why we went to Charlotte and Augusta, because in 2008 when the economy crashed, you know, a lot of people was having a hard time. And, you know, usually when the hard times roll, they let the people go. So you know, but through it all, you know, we survived. You know, it wasn't easy.
No, it
But
wasn't easy.
We
at
had to
all.
do what we had to do. I actually stepped out and went back to work, and we was doing what we had left, as far as houses, you know, every now and then. But we're in it back full time again. So
Well, actually, he said he stepped out and went back to work, but I did also. Went back to work just to make the fill in, you know. But we never gave up cleaning because when you work for yourself, you can kind of make your own hours, and nobody wasn't paying us when we made cleaning. I know cleaning seems, you know, who wants to clean, but the thing is, we make. I don't know what they charge, but you know, it's pretty good. You know, can't complain. Most jobs don't pay you that, especially in Sumter, South Carolina, and in Columbia. You don't get that. So for the hours we put in, and for the days, you know, we can't complain at all. We can't complain at all.
And most of our customers back then came from like our flyers we passed out. Word of mouth started working. Um, we had a couple of customers that lived on the same street. I don't think they knew each other, but just for hey, we passed our flyers on the same street, so we got two customers in one. And I think even now, this what 2017.
Yeah.
We still have two customers on one street,
Right.
so you know,
Side
I
by
think that
side.
came from word of mouth as well. So you know, we've been from 2005. That's when we started. 2017, we really got some years into it, so we're considered seniors, I guess.
Seniors.
Into
And you know,
housekeeping.
I don't want to admit this. We went through a lot, and I could say, as far as even workers, we had at one time we did have 8 people working for us. You know, it gets hard, you know, because you can't control what people do. You don't know how they're gonna work, and you can't be with them because we were, like we said, we were in Columbia handling this stuff this way. We had clients in Sumter, we had clients in Manning, Bishopville, you know, that Camden. That's far, so it's
Hour
just
to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, and that's more when we had contracts, yeah, commercials, which I think is good too. But you know, it's just hard because when you sign that contract, you have to meet the demand no matter what. And a lot of times when people call out, they don't tell you. You don't know until the next day till the building calls you, or the city call you, or the state call you. You know, you just don't know.
So if you ever get workers under you, you really need to stay on top of them 24/7. Not every other day, not every week, not once a
Yes,
month,
yes.
24/7. In order to have a good business with a good name, you have to stay on your workers and hire good workers.
Hire good workers. And some people, no doubt, when you hire them, you might think they're good. And they might be good, but stuff happens. But people still want their stuff done. You know, they want their stuff done because they feel like did not happen to me. Why isn't this trash pulled? You know, they want the stuff done. So it's hard in that aspect when you have commercials and contracts.
Yes, and like we started off doing residential. Commercial office accounts came later. The majority of those came through word of mouth.
Hmm.
We had arthritis, we had a pediatric, we had a financial aid, finance what they call that? Finance. We had a doctor's office, another
Hmm.
doctor's office in Sumter. We had a Department of Mental Health contract. I'm trying to name all the accounts we had.
The one out of New
Yeah.
Jersey. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
it was like
is.
some type of Department of Mental Health.
Well, we had
Falls in
two.
that field,
Yeah, we had two.
So it's various of commercial office slash jobs out there, but like I said, majority of them for us, they came through word of mouth. It wasn't the flyers. I think one came through a flyer. That was the one we had downtown. So,
Right.
but now we're really maintaining all residential right now, and they come and go because you have customers that move
Right.
to
Right.
other states,
Right.
to
Can't
other
help
towns, to other cities, and you have customers that go cheaper, than what they're paying
that.
you.
Right. Right.
So
Because
you
they can
can't,
find it cheaper.
you can't get around that. So it is what it is. We charge by the service and what the type of cleaning you're having, and the house size.
Square footage.
Whether it's a basic, thorough cleaning, move in, move out. We stay away from hourly because you're really
You
getting,
won't make nothing.
yeah, you're beating yourself, because when you're doing the move outs, move ins, even some basic and thorough cleanings,
hard.
it's work.
It's
you
work.
know.
Yeah.
They
You work
say
really hard,
most
and
customers
it's
say they
hot.
don't have time, yeah, which might be right, but most of them just don't want to do it. So if you're gonna offer your services, especially as a business, I
More
would
work.
charge per job and stay away from hourly. I know some of them do it hourly, but
A lot
let
of
them
them.
do it. Let them do it. But I guarantee you can get more just charging by per job. So if you're in business for yourself, charge by the service, not by hourly.
Yeah.
So if you're just having a hard time, don't have a job, and you just advertising doing hourly, I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. But as a business, just stay away from hourly because
Yep.
it worked for us.
Because we are a business, there's a difference. There are some people who get laid off or don't have nothing to do and get bored, so they just do it for the day or 2 days just to make extra. But this is our living. This is how we live. This is how we pay our bills. This is how we raise our kids, and we are raising our kids and pay every bill we have by the cleaning business. So we really take it seriously. A lot of our clients we feel like don't, but we do because this is our living.
Because a lot of clients, they cancel at the last minute, and if they call you 2 hours before you're about to clean their home, you really can't replace them. If they give you a week to 48 hours notice, there's a chance you can replace them. So, and I think that's where a lot of cleaning companies went wrong at, because a lot of them, I don't know when, I'll say about 5 years ago, they just started, you see that? You see a young kid over there doing something he ain't supposed to be. So anyway,
Right in front of us.
yeah, got distracted from that. What I was saying, I forgot.
We're not raising this video. It's starting over. We were saying that they got away from the contract, which is not good always, because you lose out.
Yeah, they got away from contracts, because when the customer goes on vacation, whether they call in because they say you still got paid. And a lot of cleaning companies or individual, they got away from that. So really, you're at a loss when they call.
Right.
They tell
Exactly.
you don't come. You're at a loss. You know, because I believe when they had the contract, they knew whether you was there or not, they was gonna pay you. So they'll make sure you're